Good afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Matthew Hidalgo here with a quick little weather update for you. Majority of us, it's been another quiet day. Do want to give you a little bit of a review of August. It is September 2nd. Hope everyone is enjoying it. But Amarillo saw a highest temperature for Amarillo in August, excuse me, was 105 degrees, lowest temperature 59 degrees, average right around 78. And we saw a total precipitation of just under 2 inches. Now, that is still just about 0.91 inches below normal, but throughout the year, we're still about 4 inches above normal for the Amarillo area. Now, Dalhart and Borger saw their highest temperature of 106 degrees. Borger saw almost about a little over 3 inches of rain in August, and Guyman saw a high temperature of 109 degrees and saw almost 4.5 inches of rain through the month of August. But again, majority of us, it's been just a quiet and dry day out there. We are keeping our eye on the radar. We should see things remain on the quiet side. We have a couple of storms over there developing off the mountains, and one storm is severely warned. Best chances for rain will be sneaking their way into portions of Union and Quay County over there in eastern New Mexico. Again, majority of us should be staying fairly quiet. Temperatures got into the 80s this afternoon. Amarillo sitting at 84 degrees, down to Hereford sitting at 89 degrees. Now, we should start to see temperatures fall back down into those 70s and 80s later this evening, dropping down into the 50s and 60s by early Wednesday morning. And there you go. As we head into the evening hours, we are going to see some of that moisture try to sneak its way into portions of eastern New Mexico. Not expecting severe weather to be much of an issue, but things should taper off through the overnight hours. Now, as we head throughout Wednesday, temperatures should get into those upper 80s, low 90s. A weak front's going to move across the area. It's not going to do a whole lot for us in the term of bringing in some of that cooler air. We'll talk more about that here in just a second, but it may help initiate a few storms along that front, especially as we head into the late afternoon and evening hours, really favoring our northeastern counties in the region. Now, temperatures should fall back down to those 50s and 60s by early Thursday morning, back in the upper 80s and into the 90s by Thursday afternoon. Again, isolated rain chances aren't out of the picture, but then we're going to be really keeping our eye on a backdoor cold front that's going to be moving through on Friday. That's likely going to open the door to some cooler air as we go over the weekend. Temperatures hanging out in the 70s for daytime highs. We're going to see better chances of rain as we're going to have a system moving to the panhandles over the weekend start of next week. But let's talk a little bit more about storm chances for tomorrow. Just general thunderstorm chances across the region. Again, we do have a marginal risk into Beaver County up there in the Oklahoma Panhandle. Hail and wind likely being the major threats. Should be fairly short lived, move quickly out of our region here. But let's talk a little bit more about these rain chances. So here's your 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook. We have a 33% chance being above normal. Normal amount of precipitation for the time frame at the top of your screen, right around a quarter of an inch of moisture. So things may change here just a little bit, folks, with the exact track of that system over the weekend. So we'll continue to bring you the latest. But let's take a look at some lows for tonight. Again, drop down to those 50s and low 60s. Amarillo, we're going to go low around 60 degrees. And then temperatures tomorrow will be back into those upper 80s, low 90s, close to around average. Amarillo high around 91 degrees. Magic number at the top of your screen sitting at 88. And sum this all up here real quick with your 7-day tracker. Again, it does look like we're going to see a couple of warm days here over the course of Wednesday and Thursday. Likely going to still get into those 80s for Friday. But again, that front's going to be moving through some point on Friday. Open the door to some cooler air for the weekend. Daytime highs in the 70s. That's going to likely help due to some of the extra cloud cover across the region. Rain chances as well. Now, it looks like the best chance could be Saturday evening into the overnight hours. And then right now, it looks like we could see the rain start to taper off throughout Sunday. But we'll continue to track it for you here, fine tune the forecast. Just make sure you are staying weather ready out there. Have a great rest of your day, everybody.